Hello? Hello? I'd like to buy a room. Hello? Hey guys, Level here. Another CS2 update. We're on Inferno, man. They did some changes to Inferno. You know what map needed changes? Inferno. I was gonna say another map. I should have said all maps need changes, but here we are. We're on Inferno. They made changes. Let's go. They also changed weapon inspects. Now, I have to say, pulled out the A4. That looks smooth, man. Ooh. I like that. That looks nice. So, I believe they updated every weapon. They moved it from something called Antigraph to Antigraph 2, which is what they use for well, I don't know. I don't know how new Antigraph 2 is, but I know Antigraph 1 they used for their Half-Life games, and I guess they were using it for Counter-Strike also. So now we're going to Antigraph 2. I will say, like, yeah, these animations are crazy smooth, and they look good. And it's kind of given me, like, a placebo effect that, like, my player model, like, moves better also. This just, like, it just feels smoother, the counter strafe. I don't know, maybe I'm seriously losing brain cells. But let's test some weapons. Okay. USP-S. There's a new tactile sound when it comes out towards the end. It's not that annoying, but the more I think about it, the more I'm annoyed. I wonder how these animations... Oh, the reload sounds different too. I wonder how these animations are going to affect actual shooting. Because, like, you know how, like, the AK spray makes a lot of difference to people, the way it looks, the way the bob happens. So I wonder if it's going to be, like, actually just harder to, like, tap some heads. So here's the reload. Okay, I mean, it's fine, you know. Did it really need changes? Probably not. I don't really like... Wait a minute. I think the USP-S has a special reload. Because I was shooting it earlier and it looked weird. Ah, okay, so when it's out of bullets, it does like a quick reload. Like that. Alright, I mean, that's pretty cool. That is a change that I like, because I noticed it, and I was like, yo, that's not really necessary, okay, to really, like, flick the magazine out, or the clip. Well, I don't know, I'm not getting into this argument. Clip, magazine, I don't care. It's an ammo clip. Suck my dick. So, I noticed that when you go to 0, it does that. I'm out of bullets now, so I can't reload. It's nice that it stays out of ammo. That's a good change. Oh, does it, you can see that it's out of ammo on the ground. That's pretty cool. Wonder how many other weapons are like that. So I was like, man, it's kind of excessive that, like, you know, you have to, like, you know, flick reload it in, but if it's only for when the gun's empty, I think that's a great change. If it was like 50-50% chance, then I wouldn't really like that. I do like that you can see that it's unloaded on the ground, though. That's a major change. Okay, so USPs go over there. Should try to get a P2K maybe. So this is the M4. The visual recoil feels like it looks a little bit more up. Like it looks like all the guns I noticed, they look like they kick up a little bit. I don't know if they're gonna like fine tune these. I really like the pullout animation. Let me just. Oh, that's the wrong one. I like the pullout. I like how it like flicks up from the left side and then comes down. I think it looks good. The reload. See how like I gotta angle it and then I really like kick it out. I mean, it just seems like unnecessary. It seems like you're now taking the weapon and like making it obscure more of my screen. I'd prefer he just keeps it steady at the hip and then just reloads it like normal. I mean, it's a video game, man. It doesn't need to look that realistic. I think I'll get used to the A4 though. I do like that. I like the USP. So far, I don't have issues with either of these. We do dualies. Okay, the dually come out was fine. It's decent. Oh, what? I don't think the animation can keep up with how fast I can shoot the dualies. Yeah, that looks awful. I'm gonna be honest, that looks terrible. They need to revert this one. The other dually, looks so bad, dude. The other dually one looks so good. This is trash. They gotta change this one. This is a no for me. I think the inspect is fine. Most of the inspects, I took a look at a few of them. Most of the inspects are pretty good. It's just like the old inspect, but it's just smoother. But the firing animation on this is god awful. I'm gonna say no is on this box, and yes is over here. These are extras, they don't count. Okay. P250. Okay, I like it. I like that I'm like kind of bringing the gun into my chest, and then I'm pulling the slide back. It's kind of nice. Like it's just like a little quick click. You know, when I have the P250, I imagine I'm doing that in my head, and then like I'll peek the corner over here, right? I'll come out of spawn on eco round. Maybe I was late out of spawn. Hold on. I was late out of spawn, and then boom, I get close to the corner, I fucking slide that shit back, and then I headshot this guy with a Mac 10. The firing animation looks good. The kick up on the gun doesn't seem excessive. The reload seems realistic enough. They're kind of big on like the like tiny handguns being like kind of, you know, tilted reload type deal. Like bring it in, tilt, reload it, pull it back. Keep it like close to the chest. I don't know if that's really how you shoot guns in real life, but like seems decent enough. I see a lot of games do similar things, and I've seen enough military videos to know like that's like fine for what's happening. So that was a W. Ooh, 5-7. Okay, another slide back, right? Keeping it close, sliding it back. I don't know if they changed the sound. I think they changed how loud the gun is. Because I don't remember the actual bullet sound being having like this much atmosphere around it. Because I feel like, let's say I'm on Dust 2, right? I buy 5.7, I push lower tons. I start unloading when I get to the top of the stairs. that can be taken out of context, but um, so I'm shooting them. They push upper tons. The bullet just seems so loud. I don't know if they take into consideration like that I'm in between these buildings and stuff. Like on Inferno. I don't know if it's just because I'm on Inferno and like the sound is different. I'm sure that that is going to be something that starts to come into play into the CS games, where the environment is now part of how sound interacts. Um, I can't say that's ever been the case before, but I'm just going to say that they increase the sound of the 5.7 shot. So now when I start firing, I'm going to have a harder time hearing the next person that comes around the corner. So I like the change animation-wise, but I also think they changed the sound. I see the reload one more time. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. I think they changed the sound. I can't prove that because, you know, I'm not a fucking genius, but I think the sound is different on that, which I don't like. I'm gonna be honest, like I don't. That it looks awful. Hold on. I'm torn on this one. This one's gonna go in the middle. This is a half-half. I think they changed the sound, so I can't say that I fully appreciate that one. Where's that deagle, man? So the pull-out animation, this is completely unnecessary. We don't need to see this, okay? I mean, it's pretty sick, okay? I'll be honest, like, if I was a cartel member, this is exactly what I would do. But this is, like, I'm kind of an elitist, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I don't need this in my game. We already had the spinning thing, which I thought was fine. The animations are the same, right? The inspect animations. They're just smoother. Every time, though? Oh my god. Okay, so when you just do one, you can reload normally, and it's fine. When you go to 0, it's that quick reload type deal. I think that's a cool change. Maybe I should go back to the other weapons and take a look to see what the 0 bullet reload looks like. Overall, the deagle, it bounces a lot. It really goes all over the place. And then the deagle spam, I guess mechanically, like it's the same, but visually it kicks so much. And then let's say your timing is bad because he's like really close. I don't know. It looks cool, but I don't think it should bounce as much because it is a video game. I'm gonna put this in the no category just because I'm like a certified fucking hater. Let me shoot this down to 0. Okay, there's no quick reload on that one. It does look different, I think. Check the M4 one more time. Oh, I'm out of ammo. That doesn't count. Again, it might look different. It might be different, but it wasn't that different, so I don't really care. T250. Okay, I'm a big fan of seeing weapons that like are on the ground. You can see they're empty. I think that's a major change. Not that like, you know, my trash ass teammates are gonna notice it, but it's a good start. Okay, the deagle, man. Deagle fucking kind of whack. The Zues. The Zeus. Okay, the whip out looks kind of normal. I mean, it is just a fucking taser. Inspect looks normal. Firing animation. We'll wait for it to steady. Yep, that crazy animation there. Now, I will say the only thing I noticed different about the Zeus is that when you fire it when it's not charged, I don't remember that sound. So that could be new. Maybe it's old, but maybe I just don't use the Zues enough. This one, I don't really care too much, so I'm going to put it in the middle. Try some shotguns. I might not do all the weapons, but I've got whatever my loadout is and whatever I put in the pit. Okay, Nova. Kind of whips out from the right side. Ooh. I like that. And the reload animation is different and it looks faster. Yeah, this is nice. I have to be honest, this is a win. The reload looks good, man. Did they buff this thing? The spread looks really tight. Even from there. This is a win. This is a fucking absolute yes. That's fucking nice. Okay, there's a new sound when it comes out. Don't really like that. So I noticed in the patch notes they said, oh, you know, we're gonna stop reloading once you shoot, but like if you just hold down R, you can still just reload. I mean, it's a little hard, I guess, if your index finger's on R and it's not on D. I'm kind of torn on this one. I think it's pretty ass, to be honest. I like the old one better. I like the old one. I'm gonna say this is not that great. Oh, why? Oh man, my sweet prince. Okay, it's fine, but oh man, the other one was so much better. One thing I hate about the inspect is that it feels so slow to come up, man. I hit the inspect key, and then why is it so slow, man? All the other weapons are so fast. It's fine, I guess. I mean, I like the old one, but there's not that much difference, so. Bison? Okay. I'll say that maybe the equip animation. I'm just gonna call it the equip animation. I don't know the actual phrase. It looks a little smoother. You know, I've always liked the Bison animation because it's like, I'm just gonna go push the enemy, you know? Kind of got me hyped to go like push 4 guys with the Bison. It's smoother. Firing animation's fine. Reload seems like I positioned the gun a little high, but I did just change my view model, to be honest, so it's probably fine. Bison looks good. I think that's a good change. MP7. Another slow animation. I wish we had, yeah, like, we don't need a slow animation. Just show me an animation where you put it in front of me, you extend the buttstock, and then you push the buttstock back in or something, and then you just ready the weapon again. Like, I don't need, this is, yeah, bro, full display, yeah, then we're gonna flick it to the other side, yep, and then now we're ready. I don't need that. It just seems unnecessary. That is the old inspect though, so that's not gonna go into the criteria here. Firing animation seems a bit hoppy. Seems like a little Mexican jumping bean. Reload animation looks good. The reload animation looks good. Everything else about it is fine. I think it's got some heavier sounds now when it comes out. I'll take that as a win. Not everything here needs to be a loss. Oh, the Famas. Okay, I knew they were gonna do this. Really flick that fucking switchback. I don't remember the Famas spray reload. Was that the empty reload? No, that's the normal reload. Overall, I like the reload. I get to see things on my screen more. I don't remember what the old reload was. I feel like I would push it up more towards my shoulder and then just reload it and then like slam it in. I can't remember. But this feels nice. It feels like the barrel is like in the center of my screen. Looks good. Not too much to say about that, but I think it's another win. A lot of victories here for the CS development team. Ooh, okay, I don't know about that. See, they tried to do what they did with the other M4, and it just doesn't hit the same, bro. Not everything needs to go up and then come down, man. You can just like pull it up normally. Ah, man, what did they do? What did they do to my boy? This is an L. I don't like this. It's not bad, but it's a downgrade for sure. The shooting animation, I hate how it bounces. The reload seems like it's a nerf comparatively. That's kind of disappointing. I might just become an A4 guy. Okay, the op, man. So the new update, all of your op skins are broken. It's a permanent change. So skin sales are going to be down. You know, the equip animation, it's nice. It comes up smoothly. I pull the bolt back. It's a little simple. It's a little simple and maybe a little slow. I'd kind of prefer just for like competitive integrity maybe, that my gun is always ready when I have the op. I don't know how you would really do that, but it looked better. See, okay, this is something I noticed, right? This is why I think I mentioned it a few minutes ago. The update, look at my shadow. Look at how smooth my shadow looks, man. I think that they increased the player model speed, or the smoothness of the overall player model, even with the op. I think the op movement speed is up. And even when scoped. Scoping feels amazing, dude. Scoping and moving while scoping feels so good. I can double scope, like, I feel like on previous patches, like, you know, like, fucking yesterday or 2 days ago, this shit felt like ass. When I would scope in and I'd try to come around a corner slowly, because, like, I didn't want to make noise, it felt terrible. Now, it just feels like butter, man. It feels actually really good. So I think this equip animation is trash. Okay, I mean, it's not trash. It's like, they could have done better, but it's fine. It's serviceable. I don't hate it. But player model movement speed with the op, fucking just doing this, dude, with the op feels better. This has to have been changed because it's never felt this good. Shooting animation. Let's do a no scope. Okay, I mean, that's fair. It's kind of the same thing with scope, but it just feels better. They did something to the scope. They definitely changed some code. Was that the reload? Let's get another look at that. Yeah, that's fine. Honestly, that's fine. Like, I don't hate this at all. Let's look at the inspect. Yeah, I mean that's a win. That's a win kind of just because moving while scopes feels a lot better. Um, I would go over the grenades, but like they're all the same. They're all it's exactly how it was before, and it's just a bit smoother. So I'm not gonna do the grenades, but yeah, the grenades are just all wins. Okay, we can just put all of them here. So as you notice, there's an awful sound on the AK. It's really bad and it's completely unnecessary. I know people were asking for that, but I don't like the sound that they chose. I'm not even a hater of the reload. I think the reload's fine. I think this inspect sucks. Because I'm not really like looking at my weapon. But whatever. Shooting feels fine, reload feels fine. They just added this fucking stupid ass sound, so I'll put it in the middle. I'll get used to the sound. Whatever. I got should be, yeah, okay. So I've got a Negev. Negev equip is decent. Oh, where's my tracer at? Where's my tracer? Why don't I have a tracer? I don't know why I don't have a tracer. Could be my settings. I have a tracer on the AK, right? I have tracers off? How long have I had tracers off? Where even is that broke? Tracer. First person tracers. Disable. Okay, I had that off. I thought I turned that back on recently. Okay, hold on. I can't do this without a tracer. First person tracer. I don't know why that's off. I usually, like, I do play with it off, but if I have a Negev, I feel like... Okay, the Negev's fine. Reload. Reload looks cool. Inspect. I don't have any feelings towards the Negev, to be honest with you. Okay, the Glock. Man, the Glock. So, they've done the whole tactical thing. Like, the equip feels pretty good. Shooting feels like it bounces a little high for a fucking Glock, in my opinion. I don't think the weapon needs to kick that much, but it's not that bad. Quick reload looks cool. The normal reload, I don't know if there was a difference between those two reloads, to be honest with you, but the normal reload looked better. I think it's just the same. I want to say the Glock's a win. The only problem I had with the Glock is that was really just that bounce that I feel like wasn't super. I don't like that we keep like moving shit around, okay? Like it's just a competitive FPS. I just want to shoot people in the head. I just want my guns to stay where they are, steady. You can definitely reload it like without moving the gun in my hand where it is now. I could definitely just like reload it and like it wouldn't be a problem. I understand that's not really flashy, but the Glock is fine. Like it's actually fine, but I kind of want to put it over here in the no category just because like overall, not all of these animations needed to change or needed like work. So the Glock was over there as a disdain for the entire game. Okay, the revolver is the only thing I'm actually curious about. That is smooth. That is definitely nice. Ooh, that is clean. Okay, hold on. Inspect. Ooh, even the... Wow. Okay, it's a little fast, personally. I still don't know who's right-clicking in this day and age. The left click is nice, though. Yeah, the revolver is a W, man. I'm not going to do any other weapons. I guess I could do the T-side weapons, like the Galil. Um, okay, COD gun. I didn't do the AUG. I'm not going to do the AUG. Fine, this isn't fucking 3 clicks Philip, bro. Okay, SG feels nice when you whip it out. Scope is really quick. Reload. It's tough. That's a tough reload. That's nice. Mag 10. Mag 10's got a new sound. That feels faster. Got a new reload sound. This would be like kind of in the middle. I think it's good. I think that's really good. Galil. The Galil whip out. It's nice. Shooting. Okay, actually I feel like sprays with the Galil are about to get a lot better. Because previously, the gun would kick a lot. And I was used to it. But now it doesn't kick as much. And it feels like I can follow the tracer like really smoothly. So this competitively is probably a great change. I don't know how realistic it is, but I guess I can look at the Tech 9 and just call it there. Tech 9 whip out. It's kind of nice. Shooting, it's fine. Reload is nice. I mean, that's a W. There's only a few weapons that like kind of sucked. So pretty good animation update. The other thing they did for animation was the chickens. I gotta be honest, not much change with the chickens. I guess they look better. If you stand like right in front of it, he'll turn his head to look at me. I don't know if that's like built in, but like, yeah, they still do that. So I mean, oh, that animation didn't change. All right, so let's go to the Inferno Map Changes, bro. All right, I'm just gonna start with Inferno because I was already here. So the windows above Coffin are now open. I think they mean these ones. Because I think those were already open. Unless I'm wrong. They look broken though. I feel like I've looked up before and I've never noticed that they were broken. I don't know what this would really add. I guess it gives you the ability to throw a flashbang. So that you can slow them down, so that you can contest Coffin more easily. So I guess that's a good change. I don't really care about those windows. Those are kind of self-explanatory. I'm way more interested in these windows. Oh, okay. Yeah, these windows are way more interesting. I can't get through there. I'm too fat. I need to put infinite ammo back on. Okay. So, dude, what can you do with these windows? Probably Molly new box, right? Not here, but like there's got to be a way to Molly new box. I'm burning, bro. Fuck. Oh. Okay. Dude, I didn't see this in the patch notes. This fucking wall is gone. Which kind of sucks because it felt really good for CTs, to be honest, just to be able to hold the sight cross. Good change, I guess. It was kind of fucking stupid. It really shouldn't have existed. You can't hide in this corner anymore. So I guess T post plant is weaker. CT retake is weaker. Yeah, this is definitely a nerf to T post plant both ways though. Because you can't hide on the door. This thing is gone. So T post plant is cooked. They made this a little deeper for some reason. I don't know why you would do that. I don't know why. You can't even really leverage it into the corner, so this is just super deceptive for anybody standing here. You can still crouch grill, which is nice. This feels wider. Yeah, I think they pushed this out, so you can't really hide here. Yeah, I think they just fucked with the whole site secretly without telling anybody. I'm reading the patch notes right now. It doesn't really look like... It said, oh, adjusted props throughout. I thought, when I read that, I thought they meant like more flower pots and shit. They're actually just straight up like moving walls and fucking actual map geometry. So I wish they like were a little bit more detailed with their notes, because that is a major change actually to kind of how the map is played. And it seems like there's no more stupid cobblestone shit where your nade is gonna bounce back towards you. Maybe here. Nope. Okay. This is a pretty W change. This is another change they did, was this box. Now I have to say, this feels like a T-sided change. Because, I mean, you still look emo, you still look right there, and then you kind of got to clear this guy. Now, I guess it gives the CTs more options, right? You could play on this elevation. I wouldn't crouch, like it just seems kind of dumb. But playing on this elevation, and then like maybe you'd make a lot of noise jiggle peeking, but like this angle, maybe might catch somebody off guard. I don't know. Having two elevations is interesting. I think it's a nerf to the CTs that would sit right here with like on the far back wall, because then the T would have to come all the way in to see you. And when you killed one, you had a cheesy fall off. You still had that, but now there's less box like obscuring your body, so it's more likely you're gonna die. I think they shaved off a sandbag that was up there, because that looks a little more open. I think this is an interesting change. Just you know, I don't think it's necessarily like weaker or stronger for both sides, because now the T's have an easier time scaling up the box, right? When that's smoked off or mollied, right? We'll just molly it for the sake of mollying it. Like now, I can fight these angles, then I can come up and go straight up. And I can fight backside, I can, you know, that's nicer. Like, I think this is really nice for T-side scaling. And I think it's like, I don't think it's a nerf to CTs, but I think it's more of a rework. But I think it helps the T's. What doesn't help the T's are these two changes. This one and this one. This is this nerfs both sides. This nerfs T sides. And this this helps T's more than it helps CTs. So it's kind of split, but maybe T side's gonna be easier taking beat, which it was already like fairly easy with like was already fairly easy with like Molotov executes. Just make sure my smoke still works. Oh, it doesn't. Why doesn't it work? I literally... How many times are we gonna change this fucking map, bro? Dude, are you serious? I gotta find a new fucking CT smoke? Okay, it kind of works. I feel like it's harder to hit now. Yeah. Feels harder to hit. That's whack as shit. That's whack. So they changed these barrels. They made these barrels darker. Why would you make a barrel dark? Why would you make the wood darker? I don't understand why you would do that. Because you're playing against CTs primarily. So maybe that's the fix they found. So that it doesn't like become part of the fire. Is that you have darker wood. So you can see past the fire. I could be just... Yeah, I guess it's just contrast purposes for a Molotov. That is a pretty unique fix to a minor problem. I will say they did illuminate banana more. It does look easier to see. That's a pretty big change. I die to that a lot actually. Just people peeking over the molly. I think there used to be curves right here. And it looks like they flattened them out. They never really bothered me, but I guess that's a good change. This area seems kind of dark, but I don't remember sun. That shouldn't be possible. The sun is literally bending down. You can't see the sun from here, so there should be no sunlight. That's just not realistic. What else did they change? Okay, so the fucking railing's back. I think because... See, I hate this change. I hate it. I think because they made the B site a little more T-sided, as how I explained before, that they had to make the A site worse for the T's, so they put the railing back. Honestly, like, it doesn't change much. Like, I don't like railings because it just adds inconsistency. Like, now there's bullet damage that goes through. Like, the pit player, I guess this is a pit nerf, kind of, right? Because some of my bullets are gonna hit the railing. Are they? Very few of my bullets are gonna hit the railing, I guess, but it's possible. Yeah, I guess the T's can't just, like, explode out now. What they should have done was fix this fucking doorway, because it just feels like ass. So I guess, like, now, still gonna have to hit this smoke. And then this molly, right? How do you throw it? I don't actually know how to throw the molly. I don't know, like, a lineup, like... Because, like, personally, like, my crosshair was in the gap, so hitting the door is pretty whack. That smoke allows you to fight pit, and then, I guess, jump out on a balcony with a some flash support. I think that's, like, a major T nerf for the A site. And then, like, how do I molly this shit? Yeah, I mean, you're gonna have to throw that smoke now, or... I know they do this. They do a smoke like here. or one here. You're just gonna have to get more creative if you're coming out of balcony. Which kind of sucks, man. I just, you know, I don't remember if I can't remember. I know this was open. I don't remember if this was open, but I feel like just being able to drop down on the barrel was cool. Flank mid. It's nice if you're the CT player that when you come here to shoot and you're crouching, right? Like you're not getting blocked. So I think, I don't know why they reverted this. Just feels awful. Oh, they did. Okay, they did put it in the patch notes. The pathway by coffins. It is in the patch notes. I just didn't read it. That's pretty much it for Inferno. I don't like this. I mean, it just feels like we're taking a step backwards. Yeah, we can swap maps now for sure. So we're on Overpass. Oh man, was this dumpster always black? Thought it used to be green. It's kind of cool, honestly. Like, I don't know if I've ever seen a black dumpster that looks this clean, you know? Okay. Overpass. Breakable glass on the B-doors. Good change. Good change. Necessary change. Is it necessary? I don't really care. I mean, it's not super common someone stands here, but I did actually misclear this the other day and some guy was here. And I guess, not that I care about this change at all, but I guess if I know something is breakable in my head, I'm more likely to look at it. And if I'm more likely to look at it, I'm less likely to misclear this. So I guess this change, inevitably, is going to make it so that I die less times to the guy behind this door. So, solid change. Any change that keeps me alive. Adjusted the heaven railing. Doesn't look adjusted. It does not look adjusted, bro. Maybe it's a little wider, but I don't notice a change. I literally just did a video on Overpass. Maybe it's like a different texture or something, but to me it looks pretty much the same. So this is kind of a nothing burger. Adjusted the angle of a truck on A site. I have to know, bro. So I think they said bank truck, right? No, not bank truck. Not the... So what did they change about this angle? Like, how did they change it? Is the tire fucked up more so that... Hold on. I always thought it was on the ground because it was broken down. What exactly did they change? Okay, they made this corner even worse. How did they make this corner even worse, man? It just looks terrible now. Oh, man. Okay, I think... Oh. Okay, I think they moved the truck and, like, pushed it this way, and they closed off all these boxes. Because I thought it was a little more open. And because they brought it closer, they actually just turned the truck a little bit, which is why that corner is smaller. And then they may have broken the truck down a little more so that you can peek here, but you still can't crouch here really. I mean, maybe here, but that's super risky. Like, because you're probably just gonna lose that gunfight as a CT if you crouch. I can't fully figure out this update right here. Maybe they wanted to bring it out more so that you could contest better from dumpster. I'm not sure exactly why they did this or even what they did. I'm kind of drawing a blank here. Wait. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look different, but it is different. I really don't have the answers for that, to be honest with you. They didn't move this truck, right? This isn't the truck they're talking about. This looks exactly the same. I think it looks the same. Man, this fucking patch notes keeps bringing me to the bottom, which is whack as fuck. Moved up, blocked, hold on. Blocked view from truck bed to stairs. This is the truck bed, right? Blocked view from truck bed to stairs. Well, there was never a view at all. This is what they're this is stairs. This isn't exactly the truck bed. I can definitely see stairs. Yeah, you know what? I'm just not really understanding. This one isn't really clicking in my head. I guess the truck is standing on business. Moved up wall behind dumpster by A stairs. This wall. Moved up wall behind dumpster by A stairs. This is dumpster, that's A stairs. So they push the wall back. Again, I don't notice this at all. I don't really notice a change. I don't understand why, like, the map is already hard enough. If you don't have A site, why would you make retaking... Because, like, the whole point of being, like, back here is that you could see angles like this, right? So the further back this wall is, if the T's make a mistake, or if you caught them on, like, a good timing trying to get into this corner, you could punish it and get a free kill. So you're just making CT's life harder by making a change like that. Again, I don't notice this change. I mean, I've played a fair bit of Overpass this week. I guess that's concerning that I don't notice the changes like I do on other maps. Adjusted texturing on dumpster back wall. This one, yeah, it looks darker and there's some graffiti. You adjusted the texturing here or there. I'm not really sure which one they're talking about right now. This looks darker. But we don't change this, right? There's literally T models with brown jackets that come up and you can't see them. And there's T models with brown jackets and you can't see them. And, oh. And, you know, you didn't lighten up this tunnel. Bro, if there's a CT right here, You can't see him, dog. Like, it's pretty fucking tough. Let me, okay. So I'm a T. You know, I just came out connector. The fucking CTs, they push monster. Wait, where'd he go? Okay, honestly, maybe they did literally just change visibility. Because he had like a glowing aura around him. Oh, I see him. Wait. He's in the tunnel, right? He's crouched. He's kind of like in the tunnel. But... this isn't really supporting my argument. I kind of want him to stand right here. Okay. Yo, I literally just said stop. Oh, bro, what are the fucking commands? Okay. Okay, alright. This is kind of the example, right? Maybe I'm waiting for them to push monster. And I come and I peek, right? I come around the corner. Like, he's pretty hard to see, I'm not gonna lie. You know, from here, I can see him. Because I think, like, the sun comes down and it lights up this area. And now he's got, like, some glowing shit around him. But I feel like in a real matchmaking game, the glowing shit isn't there. And if there's two CTs stacked up, or if they're crouched against this wall, it's actually really difficult to see him. From here, I can see it, right? But from here, the closer I am, I actually can't see him, right? So let's say that, like, maybe there was a smoke, and it's about to phase, right? We'll just wait for it to phase down. And, like, I'm right here. I'm gonna sneak into the canal. I've died to this like 2 or 3 times this week, okay? Not like going into a smoke, but like literally just not being able to see the CTs. Okay, the smoke's phasing, I'm coming in. Like, I don't see him. Like, I don't, like, I can see him, but it's super difficult actually. And I think that they need to put a lantern in there. Could just be a skill issue, but you know what, dude? They changed skill issues. They changed skill issues for fucking everybody else in this game. I want a skill issue for me. I want a light in that fucking tunnel. That's what I want. Removed some grass near A site. So this grass is still here. Like, again, in my other video I mentioned, they could remove this. They could just make it a dirt hill. And they should remove this box so that I can peek divider from like playground, because that's not real. This isn't a real object. But whatever, we won't make real changes to the map. We'll remove some grass. Can't imagine it was this. It's not flower pot. This isn't even a flower pot anymore. It's not that grass. Removed grass near A site. I mean, I'm not really seeing grass. Soda cup is still there. I don't know what grass they're talking about. Kind of irrelevant, I guess. Flattened tops of broken walls near B site. Flattened walls. Do they mean these walls? They look flatter. That looks really flat, actually. Or did they mean this? Oh, I think they meant this. Or both, maybe. Because I was throwing a grenade right here towards short. And I think because that's higher now, you can't actually throw the grenade where you want to.
I'm throwing a grenade.
I mean, that looks like it'll still do pretty good damage. Yeah, 40 damage on a nade is nice. 37. That's, I mean, that's still solid damage, but I guess because it's just slightly higher, it makes the grenade weaker because you can't get it lower. I'm sure there's a way to get it lower, but now it's harder to throw for sure, which is easier. I mean, maybe there's something like this, like a little W step. Yeah, I mean, that's lower. That's going to hit him for more than 37. Okay, and then there's one patch note here that says re-enabled wires around the map. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, these wires. I guess these wires were gone at some point. Maybe people use them for smoke lineups. I do remember there was some smoke lineups using wires. I just don't remember exactly what they were. These wires? I guess the yeah, okay. So it's those wires. That's just an aesthetic thing. I honestly didn't even notice that they were gone. Okay. I mean, that's Overpass. I guess. I mean, they made nading short harder. Let me just, okay. They ruined the A site more. They had a couple useless updates, and then they made nading construction short from B, okay? Alright, so I'm just going to maintain the train. That's going to be our next map. I'm going to maintain the train of thought of being an absolute Overpass hater, because I feel like they've done nothing to this map of actually any use. And it just aggravates me even being on the map. So I'm going to go over to train. Okay, so before we get into the train, I'm just going to read the rest of the patch notes. Fixed a case where individual player voice volumes adjustments weren't working correctly. I haven't noticed that, but okay, sure. Various improvements to weapon reload and draw sounds. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty good. Yeah, see, so they did change some audio stuff. Added new speed-sensitive sounds that play while surfing. Okay, I don't really care, but that's cool. Various improvements to ambient sound content for community map makers. That's nice. Community server browser will now open in Steam overlay when playing in full screen exclusive mode. That's a good change. And there's a wingman update that I'm not gonna fucking go over. Okay, train. Added new cover on A site by Hell Train. Now let's see if they actually did something good. Ooh, I like that. I like that. Okay. So there's a new box. Can't wallbang it with an AK. This is going to be massive for CT side. I don't really care too much about jumping up onto Hell, but I guess if you kill one and there's like a smoke down, then you can like get up here and like nade the smoke, kill another guy, and then you can fall back Hell, and then you can do a crazy pop flash, and then you swing out and you get an ace, man. It's full. Ooh, good change. Okay, we like the box. Okay, we like the box. W change. Even just to add like another corner, right? Like let's say you're a T and you're in a 1v1 and you know that guy was Hell and you managed to cross sandwich and you know you wanted to come after him camera but he went through Hell and you're like, oh shit, he went through Hell. So then you just like come into this corner right here and wait for him to cross sight. Or maybe you're CT, right? The CT, the guy came out Ivy, he went Hell, and like the CT was like, oh shit, I'm gonna come up right behind him. Oh, I missed the timing, bro, he's coming out Hell. And like the bomb's down E-box, right? So you just go here, and you hold the cross to sight, and you wait for him to grab the bomb. I mean, it's a good change. I like this box. It's a good place to put a box. I think we could do a little more. I have no problem with like open area, but there's so many crossfires available that like maybe you should put like a little, like a hand crank train like right here that I can crouch behind. Don't give it too much cover, but like just let it like cover my shins, you know? Like a little train, hand crank flat train, or like a cargo thing with train wheels. I don't know what they're called. Something flat. You guys know what I'm talking about. Just a little something. I mean, maybe it wouldn't be good. And then you could put like wood on it so that like it's not like actually in the way. Like I could still walk over it. I don't know. I do like the box change though. Let me added new cover and adjusted platform on B site outside of Z. I can't go up there. I can't go up. Okay. Added new cover. Okay, box. Great change. Like I mentioned in 2 videos ago, I have a really cool train flash from tunnels. Like I mentioned, like everyone is blind on B site from my flash. So I was like, man, on this new iteration of train, like it feels like there's not a lot of cover here. They pushed this out. They might have raised it a little bit, and then they gave us a box to play off of, which is major. Like honestly, this is gonna help CT sides a lot. This change and the other change, really like it. Now it does feel like these boxes shouldn't be this close to the top of the steps. And I would have maybe preferred if you push them to here. And then that would make this fight more engaging also. Personally, like if this box came to here and was up, maybe I'd be able to hide sooner. But like I can still hide sooner, right? I can still wait for him to come out, and then I can hide. So I think it should be pushed back a little bit. I don't, because this just seems super unnatural that it's like literally on the top step. They removed this cubby, which I didn't think was a very useful cubby. Good change, like good change. Honestly, the cubby wasn't working. It wasn't working the way it was intended. You could extend the stairs out all the way, instead of like making me fucking float. I mean, I don't know how this is such an oversight that I'm literally flying right now. But okay, seems like they put some scrap metal and shit on the side. This train looks darker. Oh, they removed a lamp. They turned the lamps off. Why would they turn the lamps off? Okay, I mean, boxes are cool. I like more things to stand behind. Even just this box, like, even just coming up this way, I don't know, again, this is weird. Like, why do you even have position? You guys are professionals. Like, you guys are professional map makers, basically, and you just, like, let this happen. Okay, whatever. It's nice that you can, like, come up on this box and, like, have cover and then swing out, as opposed to, like, having to fight on these barrels. Good change. Good change. I think it's, like, kind of a poorly done change because of this and this and this, but we take it. Better than Overpass. Added new cover in upper B halls. They put a box in here? Oh, again. Okay, this box makes more sense. I don't like the deep corner that existed before, so it looks like they might have pushed that back a little bit. So this box is cool. Good box, and then now I can come up. I'm sure like there'll be some crazy smoke grenades that exist to take more space, so that you can just come up and, like I said, that's just a normal smoke. But I'm sure there'll be some crazy ones where they like. Hold on. Why can't I fly? Oh, no clip. Okay. I'm sure that there will be a smoke grenade that lands through this window onto this thing. So it comes down. Oh, hit the fucking. So that didn't really work, but there's got to be something, right? So not there, but can we get one to land on this lamp somehow? Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Like, if there's a lineup that can get on that lamp, there is a gap, but I'm sure like they'll even be able to fix it so that like there is no gap, and you can take some more upper B space safely, like maybe later into the round. So the box is a good change. Adjusted cover and ivy. I'm gonna love this one. Oh, and the wall. Okay, they meant this. So they moved this box to the side, and they made it taller, because I guess they didn't like that people were trying. I don't know if you could successfully boost over it, but they didn't like that people were even trying to boost here or there. Also, that means you can't do, like, there was a crazy pop flash that you could do. I wonder if that still even works. No, it doesn't. So I think they removed this pop flash, and they removed boosting. I don't know exactly why you would do that, but okay, fine, it's a change. I guess they wanted the T's to come up Ivy more because they kind of butchered the fuck out of the A site. So I guess that's a T-sided change. Removed horizontal stripes on large doors in A site. I feel like they're talking about those, but they still exist. Maybe they're up top. I don't even know what they're talking about. I honestly have no clue what they're talking about. Okay, probably not very important if I didn't notice it. Raised CT side platform on B. CT side platform. Well, this is not really platform. They're talking about this, right? Okay. So you need a ladder again. What did it look like before? Was it a staircase? I feel like you could just jump up. So having a ladder is key. I think it should be a ladder. Raised CT side platform. You could definitely get up there without a ladder. And now you can peek this, you can hold that, you can go here. Can't exactly look over, but they nerfed this position a little bit. Good change. I thought having such access in this area was kind of useless, and now if you want to play up here, there has to be kind of some intention to it, because it is a strong position. Like here, you're probably pretty hard to kill. So putting the ladder there adds more intention to the position in a way, which is cool. We'd like to see that. That's like a kind of whatever change, but like it's not a bad change. adjusted lighting on B site, so they did take the lights out. I don't know if that was ever on, but they made it darker. I'm not sure why they made it darker, or if there's any benefit to doing that. I think it's really just that spotlight is already pretty strong, and maybe they don't need these lights. I thought it looked fine though. And adjusted clipping. I'm not gonna go through a clipping map, but yeah, I mean, I think the train changes are pretty good. I think Overpass is pretty balls. And I think Inferno changes, I'm interested to see how they play out. Anyways, I did a video 2 weeks ago talking about how they removed Anubis and added Overpass back. And I talk about Ancient and Inferno in that video. And recently I have been streaming some CS and some Rainbow Six Siege on my YouTube channel. So if you want to see that, dude, or more videos like this, where I go around the map and give my opinion, pretty like unfiltered, there's no script, I literally just sit here and go through the map and talk about it. Sometimes I say funny stuff, sometimes I don't. You can drop a sub, subscribe to the channel, bro, hit the notification bell, dog, and then you'll see me live, bro. You can see me mauled live in Premiere and hate on my teammates and lose all my elo, dude. You can plot on my downfall, but only if you subscribe and like the video. Feel me, dog? Leave a comment, bro. Tell me how your opinion is better than mine and that I suck at the game and that all of my opinions are terrible and that you're better than me, and just fucking, you know, lay it on thick, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fucking lather me up. Anyways, that's the end of the video. That's all I have to say.